Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Sunday, July 24th, 2016, around 2:59 in the afternoon in Billerica, Massachusetts. A very, very sunny day out today. Some news to report. It's Happy National Tequila Day, and it's also Pioneer Day in Utah. The Chicago White Sox have suspended pitcher Chris Sale for 5 games for his unprofessional conduct when he was ripping off the throwback uniforms for the Chicago White Sox last night. That's why he was scratched. You should not do that. That's unprofessional. He could be forced his way out of Chicago. Hopefully the Red Sox could get him. And the IOC has voted against banning Russia from the 2016 Summer Olympic Games in Rio due to doping. This might be a good move. And that's about it on the news. My first video blog subject of the day is the top 10 professional wrestling video games of all time. This is a very, very impressive list. Some of these were on PlayStation and Super NES and NES. One was actually an arcade game, which I consider a video game. And here they are. Number 10 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling video games of all time. SmackDown Just Bring It, which came out for PlayStation 2 around the early 2000s. It was an awesome video game. You could have storylines, all the WWE superstars. It was very, very great, and I enjoyed playing it. Number 9 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling video games of all time, In Your House from PlayStation back in the 1990s. They had a video game commercial on it. Come to my house, it's everything, everything. They had superstars on there like Shawn Michaels, Big Daddy Cool, Bret the Hitman Hart, Vader, Owen Hart, and others. It was an awesome video game. Number 8 on this list of the greatest video games professional wrestling of all time, the Royal Rumble for the Super NES, which came out around 1993. They had Royal Rumble matchup with every man for himself, and I loved the commercials they would do with the Royal Rumble with the late great Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. It's perfect. It's perfect for the show for the Royal Rumble. Number 7 on this list of the greatest video games of all time for professional wrestling, Showdowns, Legends of Wrestling, which came out around the early 2000s for PlayStation 2, and it had the Legends of Wrestling, such superstars as Andre the Giant, and Hulk Hogan, and Bret the Hitman Hart, and Abdullah the Butcher, and Bobby the Brain Heenan, and Jimmy Hart, among others. Gary Michael Capetta was the lead announcer, his voice of it, and also the play-by-play commentary of Tony Schiavone, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and the living legend Larry Zbyszko. Number 6 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling video games of all time, Law is War from Sega Genesis, which came out in 1994. It had Bret the Hitman Hart in it, Owen Hart, Yokozuna, 1-2-3 Kid, Razor Ramon, Diesel, Bam Bam Bigelow, Doink the Clown, and the first ever women in a WWE video game, Luna Vachon. It was a very action-packed game. I played it a few times. Number 5 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling video games of all time, Raw vs. SmackDown 2006. I have that video game, and there were so many different modes you could play. They had Raw announcers Jerry the King Lawler and Jim Ross, and SmackDown Michael Cole and Taz. Plus they showed that Raw opening theme and the SmackDown opening theme, and you could create your own champions. And I actually have this video game, and I had Hulk Hogan as the United States champion. That's pretty cool. Number 4 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling video games of all time, Tag Team Wrestling. It was a great video game that I got for Christmas in 1988 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. It was awesome. I played it many, many times. It's like regular tag team matches. Number 3 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling video games of all time, WrestleFest, which was actually an arcade game, which was for WWF, came from like 1991 or so, and it had the WWF superstars back in the day, and they had like most matches like a Royal Rumble type match. I loved playing that at the old Fun Time in Billerica Mall, and also the Good Time Emporiums in Somerville. Number 2 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling video games of all time, WrestleMania for NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, which came out in 1988. They had like the theme to Superstars of Wrestling, do 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 do, plus also the theme of Coliseum Home Video. Also they had the theme music for Hulk Hogan, Randy Macho Man Savage, Bam Bam Bigelow, the Honky Tonk Man, Andre the Giant, and Ted DiBiase. Those were the 6 games, and it was, very good video game. But number 1 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling video games of all time, Pro Wrestling from the Nintendo Entertainment System. I had Pro Wrestling and got it in 1987. It was a great video game. They had Starman, they had the Great Puma, and they had a couple of other wrestlers. They had one that looked like Hulk Hogan, another one that looked like a Tarzan. They had like a Japanese wrestler, and they had another wrestler that was a masked wrestler who would always fight. And also one that looked like Killer Khan. It was a very fun video game. And that's about it on this video blog. The second and final video blog's coming up, and it will be about my take on hookups, people hooking up with one another through mutual friends or family members. Keep calm, everybody, and I'm a Julie Bunny guy. Molly Oldsmiller, WCCO accent has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart, so stunning, she's the best. Amy Sweezy rocks, and she's got nice legs. And Linda Church of WPAX 11 is such a cool guy. And Bobby Gibbs of ABC 11 has that sweet southern accent. And in the words of Dee Patel last week, no bus, have a good day. Bye.